What kind of training do you do?
I do a combination of powerlifting and bodybuilding. I feel like you got to do both, especially if you're a beginner, if you want to start, because you need to have the muscles that you can build through bodybuilding type training so that you can handle the weight that you do through the powerlifting style training.
And how often do you work out?
8 times a week.
8 times. So do you do 2-a-days?
I do a 2-a-day on Fridays, and I train every other day once.
And what's like the goal in doing 2-a-days or training that many times a week?
Well, the thing is, right now I'm cutting, and my favorite method of cardio is lifting heavy. So I'd rather be training more often than having to cut my diet by that much.
Okay. What got you into powerlifting specifically?
I actually had a friend of mine named Colin that went here, and he was really strong. And I just kept talking to him in the gym, and he was a powerlifter. He saw that I had some potential, so he kind of kept pushing me towards that. I was kind of hesitant about it at first. Then after a while, I decided to just go out and compete, and I did on Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna keep with it.
So, what keeps you motivated? Because being a powerlifter and being in the fitness life isn't an easy task. So, what exactly keeps you motivated and determined?
I've seen where I was when I first got to school. I mean, I put on a lot of weight, and I wasn't really happy about that. My clothes was uncomfortable. I wasn't in shape. Walking around get me out of breath. And anytime I want to slack, something like that, I remember that, and I know that when I was there, I wanted to be where I am now. And why would I quit if I already got to where I wanted to be?
So you look at your past as motivation and past obstacles keep your drive going?
Exactly.
What are your long-term goals with powerlifting?
I definitely want to hit elite status in powerlifting, which is kind of like if you hit a professional number. Like, I'll give you an example for the 198 weight class. If you hit a total, which is a combination of your bench, squat, and deadlift, of 1,400, you'll be considered a professional. But if you take a drug test and you prove that you're not on drugs and stuff like that, they'll consider you elite, which is a little bit more impressive, just because they're showing that you're really strong, but you're not using any steroids or anything like that.
Would you consider powerlifting or your fitness journey in general as your passion in life?
Yeah, it keeps me going. I mean, it's therapy. Some days it's not always about coming in here and working out. And some days it's just about, I might be in here, I'll get an okay workout, but I'll be able to help out other people that, I might have met here. I'll be able to give them some tips and stuff like that. So it's definitely helped me a lot more than just, for aesthetics and strength and stuff like that.
So for you, it's physical as well as a mental thing for you.
Yeah, it is.
So I know competition, and it's gonna be your first competition. You're probably a bit nervous. How are you gonna calm your nerves before the competition?
I took 2 days off. I've been able to eat all week. Kind of stopped on my diet a little bit. Food is very calming, so that's just the type of stuff that I was doing, just to get calm and hoping it pays off.
Do you focus on yourself as your own competition, or you look at others as competition?
I always want to beat myself, beat who I was yesterday, because that way I'll always be on top of my game. And you never know who's going to be in the gym. Some days you might be the top dog, and those days you're not going to want to work as hard. So focusing on other people is going to make you inconsistent in your training.
Any advice for anybody embarking on a fitness journey, powerlifting, physique, or just to lose weight?
Stay consistent. Anybody can come in here and kill it for a week and take a month off. The ones that you see that have the best physiques or that are the strongest ones are the ones that come on a consistent basis. Some people might not be able to train 8 times a week because maybe their body can't handle it, maybe their schedule can't allow them to. So just coming in those 4 times a week and just killing it, continuously doing that week in, week out, it's gonna pay off in the long run.
And my last question is, how do you feel about breaking out of your comfort zone, especially in the weight room? Do you believe that helps you grow as a person, physically and mentally?
I always do it. I'm actually in my shock week right now, which is pretty much everything I'm doing is very uncomfortable. I'm going very heavy, but for many reps. I've been limping since Monday, and it's Wednesday right now. But I love it. It's painful, but I know that it's through that pain that I'm gonna grow. When I'm in here, I'm always chasing the way to make myself hurt more, because once you start doing something for a while, like, my body adapts very fast, so I have to break out of my comfort zone or I'm not gonna make any progress.
So you would say that powerlifting is probably your favorite thing to do, and you're just gonna keep on trying to get better and better each and every day?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Abiy. We're back here with the power lifter. So how many times have you worked out today?
I've already had my first workout session. I'm gonna be doing another one today.
And which muscles are being worked out today?
I did shoulders in the morning and I got legs coming up in the afternoon.
So this is your post-shoulder workout meal here?
No, this is actually my pre-leg workout meal. My post-workout meal I had earlier.
So what are you having here today?
I got a slice of pizza. I think it's ham and pineapple. I got a meatball sub with cheese on it, a half gallon of water, and a naked juice because I don't got any veggies or stuff with me. I usually like getting some pasta, but the lines are just ridiculous, so I just grab the quickest thing, and I'm trying to get my calories up because I got a second workout coming out today, so I'm trying to make sure I have the energy to be able to actually do good.
So do you usually eat heavy meals such as this one every day?
No. Today's my cheat day, so I'm pretty much a lot freer today. Usually my meals are mostly protein, really low carbs. Well, like moderate carbs, really low fats. So obviously I can't have pizza because that's all fat right there. But I mean, I've been dieting all week. This is kind of like my day that I get to eat whatever I want, and I get to burn it off, so I don't really feel bad about it.
And what's the benefit of eating the way that you do with cheat days, your calorie counting, protein?
Well, the thing with cheat days, I look at it as more of a mental thing, because after a while of you not being able to eat anything you're eating and stuff like that, it kind of like, it'll ruin your relationship with food. You're always going to look at food as what's in it as opposed to just being able to eat to be happy. So I like the cheat days because I get to eat what I want, I'm staying happy and keep my morale high. But then I also do it on a day that I train twice because then I'm using the calories. So I get the most out of both of my workouts.
And what about on your off cheat days?
I usually try to keep it pretty clean. I don't really count my calories or anything like that. I usually just I try to stay away from the processed food. Usually just try to keep it real basic, chicken, potatoes, salads, things like that. Try to get my veggies up. I have a lot more fruits and veggies on days that I don't cheat. That's pretty much it. A lot of water, lots and lots of water. It helps you stay full, so you don't really start craving as much, which really helps. Because if I'm not drinking water, I can eat forever. And I mean, if I'm having half a gallon with my meal, I'm not going to be able to eat much more.
So your regular dieting regimen is it to gain size or to cut?
I'm actually cutting right now, but that's like I'm cutting weight. So the thing is, the way I train, somehow I've been able to actually put on size. My shirts are a little bit tighter now, but I've dropped 23 pounds in the last 3 months. Which a lot of people think is impossible, and I actually thought it wasn't either, but I feel like if you just train really hard, your calorie count is only going to determine, how much you're going to gain or lose, but it's the way that you train that's really going to, determine your size and your strength.
And how does this help out when it comes to powerlifting and preparation for powerlifting?
I mean, the lighter you are, obviously you're going to be competing in a lower weight class, which means that the numbers that are expected of you are a little bit lower. So if you can manage to keep your strength while you're cutting down, it helps a lot, because to compete in the 181 weight class as opposed to competing in a 198 weight class is a huge difference.
So you try to balance out weighing less but being just as strong, if not stronger.
Yep.
It seems like you got it pretty figured out. I'm gonna let you enjoy this delicious meal. Let's get one more look here. Future powerlifting champion.
This is how we cook up, cook up, cook up. And this is how we cook up, cook up, cook up. And this is how we cook up, cook up, cook up. And this is how we cook up, cook up. And this is how we cook up, cook up. And this is how we cook up. And this is how we cook up.
For the drill, I be a kanger, a rapper, not a singer. I'm an 84 swanger, and a pop trunk banger, and a mega lick stanger, and a mega brick slanger. With a fucked up attitude, I don't get too good with my anger, so I keep one in the chamber and point it with a laser. Pray for a Jesus favor, cause nobody else can save you. Toe to toe, bro, nigga.